See this one is. We're live.
Woo. Live? Now we're live, and the minute I make a mistake, okay.
There's only.
Welcome
Hold
to
on, hold on.
Weston, AYSO644 and Weston Select live at 5:15 today. So, as you saw on our Facebook and our Instagram, we posted our tip of the day at 5, and we would like you guys to all watch this tip of the day at 5 p.m. before you come online, so you are warmed up before we get started. And today and yesterday, Coach Tom and Coach Gabe, over the last 2 days, invited you guys to the tip of the day and showed you some change of direction and change of speed. And today I want to do the same thing with you, because it's so important for a soccer player that wants to be a great dribbler to be great at changing speed and direction. And you know, our friend Lionel Messi and Christiano Ronaldo, they're both great at this. So let's come over here. I set myself up today with 4 cones in a zigzag position. Now you can do it with 2 cones or with 4, that's up to you. If you don't have so much space, do it with 2. Now, I will start changing direction with the inside of my foot. In a zigzag position again, like we said. I'm gonna move this a little bit over because I got a little something sticking out right here. And now I'm gonna dribble at it. And I'm gonna change direction with the inside of my foot. When I change direction with the inside of my foot, Coach Tom and Gabe talked about this already. I do that with the inside toes up. My toes are pointing up when I change direction with the inside of my foot. Now, on the way back, I do the same thing with both feet. And what I always try to do, I try to dribble with the outside of my foot when I dribble straight, with my toes pointed slightly down, and I try to use the inside of my foot to turn right now. Now, there's many ways of how you can turn with your feet down. I'll show you a few, but right now we're gonna dribble through this 3 times in a row together. So let's go. Get on your way and try to keep the ball short when you are going around the cones, and you can take a little bit further touch when you have a little bit space. So short touches when I go around the cones, and many touches when I go around the cones. Yes? So I take short touches with my inside when I go around the cone, and many touches. Short and many. And again, I look up again. Where is my next target? Always look up. Where is your next target? Vision, very important when I dribble. Always. Last round, with the inside of my foot, forward and back. Again, I keep the ball nice and close when I change direction. And I always do that with the inside right now. And my balance and my arms are out for balance and protection again, most of the time. Now, this is very simple. Now we're gonna do the same thing with the outside of our foot. Now it gets a little bit tricky because I point my toes down when I dribble with the outside of my foot, but when I turn, I point my toes up. So watch right here a little bit closer. My toes are pointing up when I turn, and they're pointing down when I dribble forward. Down, up, down, up, down, and turn. And now a little bit quicker. Yes, second round. And back. Yeah, quick. You're gonna do 3 rounds again. Everybody at their speed. But when I move on, please also try to move on. Yes? Last round of our 3 rounds. And you see, I'm very limited here with my speeds, especially here where I try to turn. Yes? And again, I'm only using the outsides to turn. So we worked through 2 surfaces so far. Our insides and our outsides. Now, the last surface we're gonna use is our sole. And the way we're gonna do that is on that turn that Coach Tom showed you. So watch right here. I'm going to dribble up on the left side of the cone, and I'm gonna use my number 3 turn to turn away from the cone. And my number 3 turn to turn away from the cone. And my number 3 turn to turn away from the cone. One more time, right here. I dribble up, left foot is the furthest one from the cone. I want to use the foot furthest one from the cone, if I think about the opponent, if I use the closest foot, the opponent will win the ball much easier than when I have it from the furthest foot away. Turn away. Now here, it's my right foot furthest away. Turn away from the cone. And here, my left foot again. Turn away from the cone. And you see how I always take that hop, 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 hop. I pull the ball back. I let it go. I stop it. Let it go. Stop it. Turn. Yes? And I always do that with the front of my sole. Sebastian Girona, I was watching your videos yesterday. Always use the front of your sole. Yes? The front of your sole. Turn away. Yes. Turn away. Yes. Turn away. And last round, 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds. Turn away from the cone. A little bit quicker now. And you see, I prepare my last pull right away towards my next target, which is the next cone. Watch again on the way back. When I turn away, you see my pull leads me to my next target. My pull leads me to my next target. And my next target in the game is, when I do this type of turn, space. That's my next target. I want to turn into space. I want to turn into space. I want to turn into space. Yes, so always be aware of space. Last one. Turn, turn, turn. Perfect. Now, take your 4 cones or obstacles. Yeah. And now try to, I was going to show it with 5 cones, but I'm only going to show it with 3. So we're going to do 1 on each turn. Now, I want to show you something that you do with your sole. It's called stop and go. And there's many different ways on how I can stop and go with the ball. Now, people call these things all different types of moves. We are going to start with the most simple one. Yes? Which is stop it with your sole and go with your outside. Yes? On my way back. I dribble up, I stop it with my sole next to my obstacle or cone, and I keep going. And what we want to do is change our speed now while we change, not direction, but while we stop the ball. So make sure you explode, stop it, explode, stop it. One more time. Explode, stop it, explode, stop it. And we did it now twice with our strong foot, I believe. Now we're going to use our weak foot. So explode, stop it, explode, stop it. And which part of my foot am I using again? I hope you all noticed by now. I use my outside of my foot to dribble forward, and I use the front of my sole to stop the ball. And then my outside of the foot to explode again. Watch one more time. Outside of my foot, explode with a long touch, stop it. Outside of the foot, explode with a long touch. Yes? One more time. Outside long touch, stop it. Outside long touch, but not too far. Yes? One more time. Stop and go. Good. Now, by now you guys should all be heated up and sweating. I want to show you another one. Yes? Another stop and go. Put your foot on top of your ball, hop forward, and roll the ball up on the side of your body. One more time. I stand behind the ball, I put my foot on the ball, I hop forward, and I roll it up on the side of my body. One last time. I put my foot on the ball, hop forward with the other foot, and roll it up on the side of my body. Now, once you've done that a few times, try this. Dribble a little bit next to your obstacle or cone, stop it, hop forward, and roll. Yes, one more time. Dribble up, stop it, hop forward, and roll. Dribble up again. Come up to the cone, stop it, hop forward, and go. And once you got that, and you are good at it, you want to go fast. And you want to hop, roll. One more time. Dribble forward, hop, roll. Yes, that's when you really got it. And keep practicing it. I'm also going to show you with my weak foot. I want you to practice with your weak foot. So dribble up, stop, hop, and roll. Now, when you start, you might want to start again with just standing still like we did with our strong foot. I'm gonna do dribbling again. You keep practicing at your time. Yes? And at your speed. Here I come. Stop, hop, and roll. Yes? One more time. Here I come. Stop, hop, and roll. Yeah? And now quicker. Yeah? Hop. And what was wrong there? It is very important that my pull at the end is hard enough so the ball stays in front of me. Yes, so one more time, watch here. I hope my pull gets a little bit harder. Hop. Yeah, that was good. Now, let's move on to our last stop and go. And the last stop and go, I want you to stop your ball in front of you, stand still, and just hop. Hop. Keep the ball on the front of your sole. Hop on your back foot. Be on your toes. Hop. Land on your toes. Hop. Land on your toes. And once you're ready, you're gonna hop, lift off your right foot off the ball, and you're gonna push it with the inside of your left foot. Lift off your right foot and push it with the inside of your left foot. But I want it to look like this. I wanted to do it at the same time. Pull and push. Now, if you're really good at it, or if you want to try, you pull, push, and stop. Pull, push, and stop. And you see how my inside is open to the ball right away. Yes? So pull, push, and stop with your inside. And why I wanted to take that hop is when I pull it, I hop into the ball with my left foot, the one I stand on. Hop. So now watch here. Try it by yourself. And once you feel like you're ready doing it while you're dribbling, you come up and you go push. One more time slowly. You come up, push. Yes, one more time. Slowly, stop, push. And one more time fast. Yes? And you see, an adult runs quickly out of space. Now, try it also with your weak foot. 2 rounds. Yes? I come up and push. And that push wasn't hard enough. I gotta try to push a little bit farther. Push. Yes, that ball stayed in front of me. The ball always needs to stay in front of you so you can continue your dribbling. Try to explode a little bit. Push, speed. Yes, one more time. Push, speed. Yeah? Now, this were your 3 turns today that you did with the inside, with the outside, and with your sole. And I showed you the 3 different ways to stop and go with the ball. The last thing I do every day is what? Show you 3 new moves. So that's what we will do right now. Now, the first move I want to show, I showed on Monday shortly one time because somebody requested it. Today, I'm going to show it to you slowly, and it's called the Maradona. I all want you to put your strong foot on the ball, and I'm going to show you from the back. Put your strong foot on the ball. Lift your strong foot off the ball and step across. Now when I do that, put your foot back on the ball. When I do that, I turn my body automatically a little bit. Yes, so watch here. I step off the ball across and I turn my body. Once my body starts turning and I land with my right foot, I'm going to grab the ball with my left and turn. I just keep turning the way I started at the beginning. I started turning this way. Step, turn with the other foot. And it's both with the sole of your foot. The Maradona is with the sole of your foot. Step on it, step across, keep turning with the other sole. Now, watch me really quick. Keep practicing that. That takes a minute to learn, but once you got it, it's a very fun move to turn away from the opponent. Step, step, and keep going forward. One more time. Right here. Hold and turn, and keep going forward. Watch here. Step across, turn, and go forward. And one more time, fast. Yes. Boom, boom. and keep going forward. Now, one time with our weak foot, left, right, just that you saw it. And one more time with my weak foot starting, left, right. Yes? Now, the second move I wanted to show today is a very fun move, named after a famous player, Christiano Ronaldo. Some of you love him, some of you don't. Every great coach appreciates him. Yes? Because he's a great player. Enter it. Yeah? Now watch. I want you to lift your standing foot, the one you usually stand on. If I dribble with my right foot, I'm going to lift my standing foot up. And I'm going to place my strong foot right next to the ball. And I lift my standing foot up. And all I want you to do is, when you lift your standing foot up, give it a little push behind your foot. Watch one more time. Right here. I lift my standing foot. My strong foot is right behind the ball with the inside. I lift my standing foot up and I give it a little push. Now, watch here. On the dribble. Step, push. Yes. One more time. Step with your standing foot on the floor first now on the dribble. And when you lift your strong leg up to give it a push, hop of your standing. Watch here. In front of the opponent, boom. Yes. One more time. And this is a fun move to practice. Step, push. The moment I push the ball, I lift my standing foot up. And the moment I push the ball, I lift my standing foot up. This is the Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes? And Coach Chrissy, which one was the last move we had on for today?
The shot fake.
The shot fake. One of my favorite moves because it's so easy, but very, very effective. Yes? So the shot fake works the following way. I'm going to show it while we're standing first. I want you to stand next to the ball. Put your standing foot next to the ball and make sure your ball is resting right now. Your standing foot next to the ball as if you would shoot, which is slightly away and your toes align with the middle of the ball. I want you to get your arm out and your leg out as if you would shoot. Bring your leg up far in the back, hold your balance for a second, yes? And do that a few times. Bring your legs up and your leg up and your arms up, yes? And when I do that, then boom, and my foot comes down, I take a touch away with my outside. Because I like shooting with my strong foot, so I want to keep going to my strong foot. I lift my leg and my arms, and I give it a push with my outside. Now watch right here, one more time. Yes, I lift my leg and my arms, and I give it a push with the outside. And if you want to become a master pro baller, you take an aggressive step with your standing foot. Take an aggressive step with your standing foot. Yes. One more time, last time. Yep. That was a great shot fake to end it off with. We enjoyed it today. What a beautiful weather. We hope you had some great time here with us. Tune in tomorrow again. Tip of the day at 5 p.m. and we start our live session at 5:15. Remember that. See you tomorrow. Go AYSO644 and Weston Select.